What is going on, guys? This is JamesWatsonJr, and this is Team Deathmatch on Raid. And as you can tell from the title, this is unconventional class. And the reason I say it's an unconventional class is because it's an unconventional class for me. And there's quite a few other people on Call of Duty that would consider it an unconventional class, because it's a Scorpion. The Scorpion is a badass gun. There's no way of, there's no denying it. It is a badass gun. But the thing about it though is it has its weaknesses too. And that's why it's an unconventional class for me. Because the plain and simple fact that the high rate of fire gives it a high recoil. And that's kind of expected, yes, because if you got a gun that fires like, I don't know what the actual fire rates are on the guns and all that. I'm not that technical into it and everything, the technicality of it and so forth and so on. But basically, if you got a gun that fires at like, 60 rounds per minute, 70 rounds per minute, something like that, and then you have a gun that fires at, say, 100 rounds per minute, you can sit there with the slower firing weapon and you could shoot somebody. You could aim at their chest and shoot 2 to 3 rounds, and it might move up to their head, maybe, depending on the range. Now, with the 100 round per minute gun, which in this case would be the Scorpion, for you to be able to actually get a good set of shots in and actually be able to kill pretty quickly with it, you actually have to aim towards the midsection, about the waist, the groin area, go for the headshot between the legs, basically, because the recoil, even with the grip on it, is so bad that as soon as you pull the trigger, you could be aiming at their nuts, and before you know it, you're aiming at their face. And that's the problem with the Scorpion. That high fire rate is compensated out into a high recoil, and that's what makes it such an unconventional gun for me. Because me, honestly, I don't like having to adjust my shots, because as everybody knows, I am not a pro player, and like by any definition, I am not a pro player. And so when it comes to stuff like that, I really don't like having to change too much shit when I'm playing a game. So most of the time, that's why most of the time I'll usually stick to one gun for a whole game, because I really don't want to sit there and be mid-game and like, oh, I'm not doing too good with this gun, I gotta change, blah blah blah, I gotta use a different gun, so maybe I can do better. Because then I have to adjust to how that gun plays and compensate for that. So like, if I were to switch from this gun, the Scorpion that I'm using right now, to say like the MSMC, which doesn't really have that high of a recoil, or an AN-94, M27, something like the M27, in my opinion, is a badass gun. Because it's got range damage, low recoil, decent fire rate. But if I go from the Scorpion, which is a high recoil, high fire rate, and basically I gotta aim at the nuts to get a chest shot and a kill shot in the chest, then I go to like the M27, which is, in my opinion, got a low recoil and a decent fire rate and all that. I'm gonna be used to aiming at the nut region, at the groin. And so if I sit there and I pull out my M27, it's gonna take more shots now to get that kill than it would have with the Scorpion. And maybe not so much more shots, but it's going to take more time, because the Scorpion has a high fire rate, and so it puts out more rounds per minute. So therefore, in the amount of time it takes me to put out, like, say, 3 or 4 rounds with the M27, I could put out 6 or 7 with the Scorpion. So obviously, it's going to kill a little bit faster. But it's just, I'd have to adjust. I'd have to, okay, well, now I gotta start aiming at the chest, and I'd have to remember that. And it depends on how much of the game I actually played with the Scorpion, because if I played too much, it's kind of like imprinted on my mind. Hey, I gotta, I gotta aim here. If I don't aim here, I'm not gonna get the kills. And so that's why I basically stick to a gun, because I don't want to have to adjust stuff like that. And I'm used to aiming at the chest region. I don't aim for the head because I don't have, a real good controller. I got a basic fucking PlayStation controller. So therefore, when my movements are kind of jerky and stuff like that, and I don't want to have to aim for the head every time. So I aim for the chest. I mean, it's the easiest way for me to get a kill quickly. And with the Scorpion, oh no, it's just aiming at the head. Well, to get a headshot, I'd have to aim, like I said, in the nuts. I'd have to aim at the lower head to get the top head. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Because, I mean, it is an overall good gun, other than the recoil's fucking shitty on it. But, I mean, you put fast mags on it and a grip, you're good to go. And if you want, you can use, the extra perk, or I mean, the extra attachment or whatever. Take a third attachment, primary gunfire, or whatever it is, and you can, put a third perk, and you can go with quick draw, fast mags, and grip. Because that way, you draw your gun up faster and this and that, and you reload faster. You got a better control over the gun when firing, stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't care for the Scorpion, and the only reason I was doing this is because I was basically doing weapon camo challenges. I was trying to get a camo unlocked, or I was trying to unlock a certain camo, whatever. I don't know. I was basically going through trying to get the gold camos for all the SMGs, which I have not done because the Chicom or Chicom, whatever the fuck it is, the CQB, the close quarter battle, whatever gun. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But anyways, that gun, I have not fucking touched it. I've unlocked like 2 camos, maybe. I don't know. I was like, you know what? Fuck getting diamond camos. I don't give a shit. So that's the only reason I was actually using this one, because I can tolerate this gun, but the Chicom or whatever the fuck it is, I cannot stand that fucking gun. I hate it with a passion. And so I don't even, no, I'm not even fucking going there. But anyways, guys, this is pretty much the commentary. As you can see, that right there, I got a 30-11, so not too bad, almost a 3 ratio. But like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. If so, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It's very much appreciated if you could. And Instagram and Twitter will be in the description like always. And other than that, you have